Well, today is kind of an overcast day. I've got a few sprinkles coming down, so I'm going to see what I can get done here with a video, see if I can get it finished before it maybe starts raining. So what I have today here is the one rifle, or the carbine, the Cavalry Carbine from my 5-gun preview. This is the Carcano. It's the M9138. This is in the 6.5. It's the Gardon from 1942. It has the push button release mechanism for the bayonet there. The name Carcano is a more commonly used name for the variations of the Italian bolt-action military rifles and carbines. It was introduced in 1891 in the 6.5 by 52 caliber by Salvador Carcano at the Turin Army Arsenal in 1890. The M91 was in both the Fusil rifle and the Machado carbine, which was also the Machado TS for the Troop Special. And the Machado literally means musket. All variations use the same Carcano bolt action fed by the unblocked clip. The rifles and carbines had different barrel lengths, different stocks, sights, and depending on the barrel length for the sights, the rear sights, and however it worked. This is the Machado M9138. There is a difference between the Machado M91, the Machado M9138, and the Machado M38, all which we call Cavalry Carbines. The differences are the rear sights, the nose cap calibers, and there were upgrades to the bayonet release locking mechanism. There were the 3 variations. The first one was what we say a pinch and pull. The second one was a lever or lever action or flip switch. And then this one is the push button. And it's confusing because of the model changes and the rifle and carbine designations and the 2 calibers. And Italy was looking to upgrade from the 6.5 to the 7.35, which was the Machado M38 in the 7.35, and due to World War II, they switched back to the 6.5 caliber, which is the Machado M9138, going back to the designation M91, which was original caliber of the 6.5. I'm going to turn this over and let you see the other side. So basically you have the Fusil, which is a long rifle, a Fusil Corto, which is the short rifle, the Machado TS short carbine special troops, the Machado, which would be the carbine, or what we call the Cavalry Carbine. And the Cavalry Carbine is in the 6.5 with the fixed rear sights. They also have it in the 7.35 with fixed rear sights. And they also have them then in the 6.5 with adjustable rear sights. As I said, this is the push button locking mechanism for the bayonet. I also have the M38 in the 7.35 with the lever switch or the flip switch. And I don't have the M91 Machado, which would be the first style, what would be the pinch and pull. I'm looking to get one of those. And the Machado was for the cavalry use, yet Italy did not have a lot of the horse-mounted cavalry. What they did have was the fast Lightfoot infantry. And there's a name for them, but it's going to be hard for me to pronounce it correctly. And later they did transition to using bicycles, and later this was used by the paratroopers. So we're going to take a closer look at this, and then I'm going to shoot a few rounds downrange. It does have the trap door there on the buttstock for the cleaning rod. And as I mentioned before, there's going to be differences on the nose cap area through here. And also, this is the opposite side, but the push button or the lever or the pinch and pull mechanism to release the bayonet. I'll show you that in just a moment. And there is this cartouche there. It's hard to read what it is. And they have electro-penciled the number there to match the receiver. It's Gardon 6.5, 1942. Said this has the fixed rear sights versus the adjustable. And then this is the push button release. So you push it, pull out the bayonet, swing it around, and it locks back in there. So let me do that. And there's what the bayonet looks like extended and locked into place. And this will be the ammo that I'm shooting. It's a PPU 6.5 by 52 Carcano. The saw point 123 grain. And they load into the on-block clip, and the ridge of the base of the cartridge fits in to the ridge in here. It takes 6, I'm just going to use 5, but you can see how it fits down in there. And these, I have some steel ones and the brass. This is, turn it around here. If you can see, it says S, get it in focus, SM27. I have other dated ones with different dates on them. So let's load up and see what we can do downrange. And as you can see, when I loaded my last round, that in-block clip came out the bottom of the magazine. So here it is on the ground. This one worked really well. Sometimes you have problems with the in-block clips not wanting to feed correctly. This one did very well. So here's the target. I was aiming more down, like right in through here, trying to get an idea where my sights were at, and I was pretty much having the front sight at the very bottom of my rear sight, yet this is where they ended up at. I've got 3 out of the 5. I don't know where the other 2 went. So at the range that I was shooting, it was high and to the left. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. As I mentioned earlier, when you chamber the last round, the in-block clip falls out the bottom, which you can see down through there. And as you load it, this right here is spring-loaded, and that's what pushes the cartridges up And since it's open, this is open, it just slides right down through there. And then when it's done, so when you're done, it just comes out the bottom there like this and just falls to the ground. Sometimes if they don't, they'll fall out when you load the next in-block clip.